Hello, this is Group 2, and today we will be presenting on Laszlo Moholy-Nagy by Jumana, Clarence, Regina, Kimberly, and Tracy.
Laszlo Moholy-Nagy was born in southern Hungary in 1895. He moved to Berlin in 1920, where he spent the most of his life working. He is most recognized for his time spent teaching at the Bauhaus in 1923. He unfortunately died of leukemia on November 24, 1946. The artist received proper education at an early age. He attended a college-track high school in Szeged before going to law school in Budapest. However, his time at law school was cut short due to World War I and his enlistment in the Austro-Hungarian army in 1915. Being acquainted with several fields of knowledge helped him to see the relationship between things and to look at things more holistically. Moholy-Nagy's work was originally inspired by his friend Erzsébet Landau, who had her own photography studio in Budapest. He was also inspired by a group of Hungarian avant-gardes led by Lajos Kossuth. His time at the Bauhaus had a significant impact on his work as well. The Bauhaus pursued a holistic philosophy, which fit nicely with Moholy's own social idealism. Moholy had a studio dedicated to his freelance work in advertising, exhibitions, stage design, and costumes, in which he published in magazines and books all around Europe. He apparently became interested in photography at this time through another friend, Erzsébet Landau, who had her own photography studio in Budapest. Presently known evidence suggests that Erzsébet Landau gave or sold Laszlo one of her old cameras and set him on the path to becoming a photographer.
Moholy-Nagy explored multiple mediums such as painting with abstract compositions and geometric shapes, film capturing light and motion, sculpture which used metals to create light and transparency, designed stages in theater, written books, and created bold textiles with creative patterns.
Moholy emphasized the integration of art, science, and technology, and that if possible, and if we could be interested, we should concentrate all the media. It was Moholy's concept that it was important to know something about everything, rather than just specialization in any one thing, said by Myron Cosman. With Moholy's accomplishments, there also came events that affected his life. There was political tension that caused him to migrate, and because of this, he found the industrial opportunities and recreated the new Bauhaus. This led to him directing a new art school in Chicago. Eventually, the school lost funding and closed a year later. In 1930, the school opened up again and was turned into a design school that was influenced by the old Bauhaus principles.
Techniques and materials: photograms, photomontage, and textures in photography. Moholy-Nagy experimented with a variety of materials such as light, transparency, and motion across mediums. Moholy-Nagy would place objects on light-sensitive paper and expose it to light in order to create unique images by lights and shadows. Additionally, he utilized photomontage by combining multiple images into a single image, allowing him to tell the story through a series of images all in one single artwork. Moholy-Nagy expressed physical qualities of objects through layering elements in his artwork such as geometric shapes, metals, and glass.
The illiterate of the future will be the person ignorant of the use of the camera as well as the pen. This is one of Laszlo's most iconic lines recorded in history. It suggests that he foresaw photography having a place in the arts and not just a tool to aid science. And he was right. Photography now is used in the arts, sciences, and more. Laszlo is mostly known for his photograms. What are photograms, you might ask? Photograms are camera-less photographs which are achieved by placing objects on a sheet of photographic paper and exposing it to light. The process involves an element of chance, hence these result into unique and one-of-a-kind images. Laszlo's photographs are abstract and out of this world. The photographs were ahead of their time and introduced a new branch of photography that people could experiment with. That is not to say that Laszlo didn't handle actual cameras. As you can see here, these images show his interest in patterns or uniformity found outside in the real world. Boats parked at a marina in France, balconies from a bottom perspective, rows of crops in a field of a farm, but we also see Laszlo's playful side in this self-portrait with his hand.
Now, why do others think that Moholy-Nagy's artwork was very important and unique? Listen to this quote that others have quoted about him. Rather than assembling photographs to preserve the past, Moholy-Nagy's collection is explicitly anti-mnemonic. By Pepper Stetler. Another quote that he has stated about him is Moholy-Nagy's process of collecting good photographs from the illustrated press attempts to manage overstimulation brought about by photographic media. This portrays how important and unique his artwork was and how different it was. Now, what is noteworthy about his work? Moholy-Nagy is best known for his integration of technology into his artwork and how his art reflected the advancement of technology. He was always willing to expand possibilities for artists by exploring how technology could change the artistic practices. He demonstrates the use of photography, art, and interdisciplinary design. This picture over here is one of Moholy-Nagy's artworks, which displays space modulators. It's a geometric painting featuring a central composition of yellow and orange shapes with circular patterns. This is one of his unique artworks that integrated technology with art.
Moholy-Nagy's work showed a different perspective on the use of photography. People started to view and appreciate photography as an art form which inspired a new generation of artists, creatives, and the like. He is considered the godfather of conceptual art. He was forward-thinking and a risk-taker. Laszlo dabbled in various mediums and started a new era in art education. His prolific work continues to be studied until this day and in the future generations to come.